Only that she's always cooking, we're always eating. And not only that we're always eating what that she's cooking, also we're skinny. We're skinny and we're eating my wife's food. And my wife always thinking that there's not enough food and that we're too fat. Now she's measuring those chickpeas, hummus, because she wants to make sambusak, and also she wants to make falafel, and of course that she needs to make hummus. Now, why is it happening to us? Because my wife, she doesn't want us to eat things from outside. She wants to know exactly what we're eating, and she wants to be on top of it, that it will be cleaned and sifted and checked and in the best quality that can be. And I think that the intention of my wife while cooking and putting her heart into every single thing that she's doing makes the food much holier and spiritual. And there is a very strong and powerful effect on the people that are eating this food when so much intention is coming into the food. What do you think? Am I right, Ima?
We need more onion.
She thinks that we need more onion. You know, I remember that yesterday we spoke about it, about so many things that happen to us in life that we cannot even count them. We don't even remember all of them, what had happened to us all those years. We spoke about certain time that we were renting our house, the Dira, in Jerusalem, and there was those two guys that, hey guys,
Hey,
are you learning or are you just playing?
learning.
Learning, huh? I got you.
Learning it.
Learning how to play.
Okay.
So there was those two guys that rent one of the rooms in our apartment, and in one of the days some person, a neighbor of that house, came and knocked on my door, on our door, yes, all the family was there. And he told me that they took drugs or whatever, and they stole his bike, like a big mess, like it was about to explode. So I went out from our house and started talking to him, and suddenly I see that his friend that came with him is passing to him an axe. Yes, an axe. You can imagine how I changed colors in that moment. I'm not a gangster, and that person is giving this horrible neighbor of ours an axe while he's talking to me about problematic guys that stolen his bike from him. So I told him, listen, if you need my help, so first of all, get rid of the axe. Life experience. Shlomo Ephraim, do you remember this situation?
Yes.
Where are you, Superman? Come here, say shalom.
Hi.
You remember that this person came with an axe to our doorstep?
Yes.
Knocked on our door? So, here I'm standing with this person outside of our house and he's with an axe. And he's telling me, listen, I need to talk to that person. I told him, not with the axe. You don't need an axe to talk. So we compromised, or at least that's what I was thinking, that we compromised on the axe thing, and he gave it to his friend. At least that's what I thought that he did. And then I told my wife, there's no choice. I'll go with him to the apartment and I'll try to compromise between them. We'll see what will happen. Then I walked with him for 10 minutes from our house to that house that we were renting. And when we got to that house, knocked on the door, that person came down, and I told him, we're here to talk, let's negotiate, let's talk, let's try to figure out what to do. And suddenly the crazy neighbor is taking out the axe and start hitting our friend, that person that lived in the house. And he injured him, not badly, but he scratched him in a few places, and that person is running wild, and there was a big mess over there. And it was Friday, around 4 p.m., very close to Shabbat already. And my family is very worried in the house, and just experiencing those crazy moments in our lives. Trying to understand why, for what cause. In the end, we helped that guy to hide and to escape in another neighbor's house, and we put him on a cab and he drove to another house, and then I helped him to find another dormitory, another place to stay in, and that neighbor became like a real wild, crazy person. Like from that day on, really lost his mind. But like you think to yourself, hey, you know, I'm gonna serve Hashem, and then you find yourself in all kinds of awkward situations. You don't know where they're coming from. Like Friday afternoon, before of Shabbat, you're with your family in the house, and suddenly a person with an axe is knocking on your door. Ima, I feel like you have something to say.
I have.
What, please? With no names, just with no names.
I just wanted to say that it sounds like it's the worst story that we're ever been through, but it's not.
We've been through more. There is something else that you remember?
Yes, but I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe just hint me, maybe I will talk about it.
No,
No, something small. We're trying to remember. So my wife, she's putting the onion while she's cooking the hummus, the chickpeas, beans, chickpea.
like you said, tick-tick.
Tick-tick. Yes, the scanner, we're calling it tick-tick. You need a scanner in the stores. You want to scan, you want to check the prices. So we're not going to waste our time on saying scanner every time. So we're just going to call it titit. And what is the tick-tick? We have titit and we have tick-tick. What's the tick-tick? Don't remember now. So Ima, what you wanted to tell us? To remind...
To
Switch the side of the camera. Okay, switching. Israel, do you remember a story you want to tell our friends?
Yes.
What? Which story?
I don't know.
What? You don't know anything. Every time I'm asking you a question, you say I don't know. And also when I'm asking...
I know that's the joke.
Just a joke?
Yes.
Is it a normal joke? Is it a sane joke?
Yes.
Okay, tell us. No faces. Tell the joke.
One
Once,
time.
One time.
Was
Maybe
Mala,
an ant. Yes.
and she walked, and then she found the more Mala,
Another ant
and then they went,
together.
and then they go, and
They went and then they go. Yes.
and walk on the I don't know how calling.
Asla. You want to talk about the asla now? What
No.
were they walking on?
I don't know how.
Tell me in
calling.
Hebrew. Tell me in Hebrew.
In the midbach,
In the kitchen.
they walk.
They walked in the kitchen.
Yes, and then they found seal.
What? A pot?
A seal.
Sir. A pot. Yes.
Yes, so and then they go in him,
Into the pot. Yes.
and then they go, and then they I know what.
That's it. That's the story.
Yes,
And the sir was full of water. The pot was full of water. And one of the ants told their friend, "Be careful not to bloop."
no,
And she fell into the water.
no.
תספר את הסיפור על
And
הנמלה.
then they go in the tanur and then
Oh, that's a nice story. You're right. I'll tell it one day. Okay guys, so you heard the joke. On one end it fell into the pot and her friend told her be careful not to bloop into the pot. And you heard the story with our ex-neighbor. We had another crazy neighbor under our house. One day he found out that the Baal Shem Tov is buried under our backyard. One day this crazy person, it was a crazy neighborhood, like you can't believe the stories that we have. Like one day he came and he had a vision at night that a monster with 10 heads, and every head had 10 mouths, and every mouth had 10 tongues, whatever. And he cut the heads of all of them, and then after he won in that sick imaginary fantasy needs to run to rehab experience he had, he realized in his vision, sick vision at night, that the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh is buried under our house, and he wanted to dig all of our backyard to find the Baal Shem Tov.
Can I tell something?
You want to tell something normal?
To my father.
To me?
Yeah.
So tell me. Okay, so maybe Yosef can try, or Shlomo Ephraim.
No, Yosef tried it and he can't.
Yosef, let's go and try again to help Israel Nathan. Okay, Ima, you decided to wash dishes now and everything is okay. You're not telling us your stories, so we cannot squeeze them in force. We're not gonna fight with you on that. Shlomo Ephraim is also not communicating very well. I ran out of stories. Yosef and Nachman and Israel Nathan are learning how to struggle. And whoa, Or Abraham is tying tzitzit. If you want to order tzitziot, ptil tchelet, you can order from our little angel Or Abraham Kasuto. He's making tzitziot with ptil tchelet. And he really knows how to do it well. So if you feel like having ptil tchelet tzitziot or white tzitziot from the pure hands of my elder son, you're more than welcome to order them, and we'll ship it, right? We're shipping, you're not talking, right?
We are.
We're shipping and he's talking. And everything is well and swell. Shlomo Ephraim, it's time, my friend, to say goodbye. So have peace and relax and don't fly too high, right?
Yes.
Fantastic ones from heaven that assist us all to be happy and glad and successful. You see me over there in the mirror? And waving. See you soon.
Bye.